Today I'll be talking to you about climate change and its effects. Earth's climate is changing more now than any other point in modern human history. To put it simply, climate change describes a change in the average conditions, such as temperature and rainfall, over a long period of time. There are many reasons as to why this is happening, and they include both natural and human activity. The natural activity includes things such as volcanic eruptions and solar output. Scientists assume that the sun's energy output causes the climate to change, since the sun is the fundamental source of energy that drives our climate system. The sun's output has also played a role in past climate changes. For example, a decrease in solar activity coupled with an increase of volcanic activity is thought to have helped trigger the Little Ice Age between around 1650 and 1850. However, the current rate of global warming cannot be explained solely by the changes in the sun's energy, because according to NASA, the average amount of energy coming from the sun has either remained constant or slightly increased since 1750. This is why many scientists and experts believe that humans are the mostly responsible for the current state of the upper atmosphere and the climate. This is because of the rising carbon dioxide levels since the Industrial Revolution. In the Mauna Loa Observatory data recorded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, it shows that the concentration of carbon dioxide has increased at a steady rate since 1959, with the CO2 concentration being at 316 parts per million in 1959 and growing to 407 parts per million by 2018. Things that contribute to the level of CO2 in the atmosphere include the burning of fossil fuels, cement production, energy production, transportation, and deforestation. The burning of fossil fuels produces more air pollutants than any of these other activities. These pollutants include carbon dioxide, sulfur oxides, and nitrogen oxides. This is dangerous because when sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides react with water, they form acids, which has its own set of effects on wildlife and us humans as well. An increasing number of studies report measurable changes in the biology of plants and animal species as a result of climate warming. These effects range from earlier flowering time for plant species to changes in migration patterns for aquatic species. Changes are also evident in many populations, communities, and ecosystems. Researchers determined that populations of zooplankton in certain parts of the California Current has declined 80% since 1951, and this is likely due to the slight warming of the current. The decline in zooplankton has also led to the decrease in populations that rely on the plankton heavily as a food source. These range from different species of fish to seabirds. Agriculture is yet another thing that will be affected and has been affected by climate change. Scientists believe that global climate change will increase the frequency and duration of droughts, a problem that will be particularly serious for countries with limited water resources. Ecologists also suggest that changes in the structures and dynamics of rangeland ecosystems worldwide could have a profound effect on livestock production. Climate change can also significantly impact human health and will have an interesting effect in the future. An example of direct human health impact due to climate change is the 2010 heat wave in Russia that resulted in around 15,000 deaths. The rise in temperature can also indirectly affect human health. One way being that the ranges of mosquitoes and other disease-carrying bugs has expanded to these newly warm areas. Earth's climate is a system with many interdependent parts. Drastic changes in one part of the system can affect many other parts of it and are very difficult to predict. We now know that human activity can significantly change a delicately balanced climate system. It's clear now more than ever that climate change is affecting many aspects of our life and our world. Thank you.